Okay, someone link me this. The link between Sonic and autism explained. This is really funny because I know so many people that are like obsessed with Sonic. Personally, I don't get it. What is that, Dono?
Ring, 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 banana, phone, ring, 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 banana, phone, ring, 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 banana, phone, ring, 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 ring,
I'm done,
ring,
man. I'm done.
ring,
I'm done.
banana,
I'm done.
phone, ring, 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 banana, phone, ring, 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 banana, phone, ring, 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 banana, phone, ring.
All right, are we done? Are we done? He was literally spamming ring, 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 like the ring emoji and then the banana emoji. Like, you know that guy watches Forza or something. Like, he knows exactly how to, like, game the system to get as much money as he can out of, like, TTS. But anyway, the link between Sonic and autism explained. Like, honestly, the only Sonic game I played as a kid was Shadow the Hedgehog. And because you got a gun in that game was based.
ASD and Sonic the Hedgehog. From what I've seen on the internet, there is a clear trend between the two.
I know this is a really genuine video, but it just sounds like such a snide.
Content to memes to people just flat out asking, what is it with autistic people and Sonic? And this piqued my
I swear that's like any online community though, genuinely.
curiosity. So I decided to do some research in order to truly explain the link between Sonic the Hedgehog and autism spectrum disorder.
Sonic has autism, that's the link.
For this video, I decided to split my findings into 3 different topics. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, I should probably explain what autism exactly is first. Autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, is a neurological disorder affecting the way a person socializes, behaves, and learns. The exact cause of autism is still unknown. However, scientists have found that it's typically genetic and can run in families.
Pyro, you should take an MT test, but your brain-rotted piggy brain might not be able to focus on it.
What's an MBTI test? Thank you for the 10.
ASD can vary in type and severity
The Pyro checklist. Yeah, there's a huge link between autism and watching Pyrocynical.
in different people, hence why it's referred to
Imagine being diagnosed with ASDF movie. Why did that make me laugh?
as a spectrum disorder. The most highlighted symptoms usually include difficulty reading social cues, making little to no eye contact, talking on about a passionate subject despite other parties not being interested, and being more sensitive to sensory input, such as sight, sound, and taste.
It is funny when you talk to someone autistic, they do just get like hyperfixations on something like very specific. Like Sonic.
There are lots more symptoms
I like trains. You say that as a bit, but I swear like one of the cliches is like autistic people talking about trains.
that can vary from person to person and can
So like every autistic person does that, but...
cause trouble for people with ASD to make.
What do you mean me? What do you mean me? Give an example of when... Give an example of a fixation I've had on something really niche, and I'll just talk about it for ages. Give one example right now. You cannot give one. I'm waiting. Sweden. Darkwood. Okay, that's my job. That's different. That's different. How is that autistic? Like, no, that 9-hour video, that's my job. I get paid for that. Every main channel video. God, you guys are like knives out today, man.
Friends or socialize. And if their disorder is severe, they may at times not be able to communicate at all.
Getting paid for being autistic? Of course you're here. Of course you're here. Watching a video about Sonic. Just mysteriously spawned in.
It's pretty common for someone to be diagnosed with ASD. According to the CDC, it affects approximately 1 in 36 people in the United States. And 1 in 100...
You're being paid for being autistic? No,
I have the fattest hyperfixation with Reinhardt. He's my big sweaty beast and I need him.
No, that's called being gay. Thank you, Soup, for the 10. No, that's just being gay. I think. I don't try and blame autism on that one, buddy. Don't try and blame autism on that one.
Wide. Autism is a common neurological disorder that affects one's form of communication as well as their senses. People with autism are often hard to communicate with, and the way to do so properly depends greatly on the severity of their disorder. However, it's still possible for an autistic person to excel at some activities most would find challenging. And that pretty much sums up the basics. Now that that's out of the way, it's time to get into the fun stuff. Sonic.
Dude, I got an ADHD test that I took about a couple of weeks ago. Like an official one, right? Not like, you know, you're just sat, you're doing it online on WebMD or something. It was an official test. I'm cooked. I'm absolutely cooked. I definitely have it 100%. Like 80% of the questions, it was like, yeah. But then the weird thing is they did
Shut up, Roadhog enjoyer.
Yeah, but I don't talk about Roadhog that much on stream. Come on. Thank you, Soup, for the 10. And then they did a follow-up test where they tested me for autism. And I haven't got the results back yet, but I think I passed. As in, like, I don't have it. I passed. Just makes it sound like I've got it. But, like, with the ADHD one, it was like 80% of the questions. I was like, yes. You know, like restlessness, problems focusing, stuff like that. But then with the autism stuff, I was like, no, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. The autism situation is crazy. I'm trying to remember some of the questions they asked me. It was like, do you find it hard socializing? And I was like, I found it really hard socializing as a kid. I basically had no friends. But like, when I became like a teenager and like in my 20s now, like I could literally just strike up a conversation with like someone random. Like, I don't really see a problem with it. And then they were like, do you feel like when you speak to people, you talk about specific fixations and stuff? And it's like, no. I'm trying to think of no. Because I feel like everyone's got like a filter, right? It's like, you know, you talk to the boys group chat differently to how you talk to like someone you've just met, right? Like everyone's got like a filter and stuff. And I feel like some people that have got like autism, it's like that filter's a little bit removed.
The hedgehog. He and his friends need no introduction.
Imagine being Okay, you said AIDS. I'm not even reading that. I used to bounce topics like crazy as a kid. I think a lot of it as well was like, when I got asked for the autism thing, it was like, do you have a problem like being creative, like making up creative scenarios that aren't real? I just burst. I literally just started laughing like during the exam. And I was like, no, I definitely don't have a problem with that.
Introduced in 1991, the series would go on to take the world by storm, spawning a long-running comics line, 7 television series,
I can't build this rocket, it's way out of my log. Say that again?
Thank you, Vinny, for the 10. Hawk Tour. Oh, man, I was going to go skiing, but my buddy's on the toilet. Say that again. How easily do you recognize emotions? Pretty normally, I'd say. It's not like I'm not able to read people's emotions. But that's kind of the problem. It's like, I feel like socially, I'm completely fine. And because of that, it kind of flies under the radar a little bit. I don't know. But like with the ADHD test, like I'm absolutely cooked. I have it 100%. Like I'm cooked. I haven't even got the results back yet, and I could tell the way I was answering the questions. Like it's over for me.
Multitude of attractions around the world, and even 3 blockbuster movies. Sonic.
Do you feel like Patrick Bateman? No. Maybe if I do like a 10K and I'm running off endorphins, and I'm listening to like, you know, music or something, maybe for like 10 minutes. But not like normally, no.
Is everywhere, and his bright blue color gives him away pretty easily. Which brings me to my first topic, sensory appeal. Think to yourself, what is it that makes the Sonic series so iconic?
What if you're autistic and blind, though? Riddle me that, Batman. What if you were autistic and blind?
Is it
That's the bigger question we should be answering right now.
his super speed and his love for freedom? Or what about the huge and colorful beloved cast of characters? Or maybe it's the recognizable and catchy music that comes with every game? Well, what about all of those things? Because of autistic people's higher sensitivity to senses, they're in turn more sensitive to certain stimuli, making them more fixated
Watch the cope now. Like, people are going to call me autistic because I get scared of jump scares. The cope in the chat will actually be insane.
on certain
I feel like I've never had, like, problems with audio stuff, like being too loud or anything. Like, I'm absolutely terrified of jump scares, but that's pretty much it.
details
But that is a normal... Two things everyone's born afraid of, by the way, is a survival instinct. Heights and loud noises. That's all I'm saying.
or features. One of the most common findings in my research, more specifically when I googled the question up front, were the colors of the characters. Sonic has a very colorful cast. Almost every character has a certain color assigned to them, typically reflecting their traits.
Do you hate being touched by people? I know you're asking that genuinely.
Can't wait for Dork Chahut Pyro. Also, if you weren't a streamer, you definitely work at sex.
Yeah, I'll take that one. Fair enough. Thank you, Lillian, for the 10. Do I hate being touched? Okay, the way you worded that, Leon, is like the worst way you could have worded a question. Do you like being touched? Do you hate being touched? No, not really. I remember playing Death Stranding, and I remember, like, the main character, Sam, and how he hated being touched, and I was like, yeah, he's got a bit of the tism.
Let's take a look at the main crew, for example. Sonic's blue, representing his love for freedom and justice. Tails is bright orange, his companionship and determination. Knuckles is red, his strength and anger. Amy's pink, her femininity and love. And Shadow's black, his dark
I saw you
past
watched
and
the whole coffee thing. Was just wondering if you've heard of or seen the YouTube channel Boa? Roblox YouTuber with 5 million. Very similar editing style.
Thank you, Click, for the 10.
If
I
you
haven't.
didn't want to release Darkwood on a Sunday, YTF did you set it for a Sunday? I'm going to deflate all your personas every day until it's released in 2077.
I saw the subreddit already coping, saying how it's not even coming out on Friday. Like, the doubters have already started again.
their pain. Some individuals with ASD may
Ignoring donos? No, no. What did I ignore? Like, I always make sure I don't ever ignore a dono.
Did the Sigmas of Pyro Chatty say that this Goofy live stream have been capping? Not just now, but for a long time. A few of you may remember when they said, there will be no phantom tax under the government I lead. Skibidi.
God, you remind me of that out-of-touch Australian woman that was doing that speech using, like, Giat in Ohio. Oh, yeah, Jaful, thank you for the 5. Been a fan since MLG. Can't wait for Darkwood. Can you please say
He's
happy
a bright
birthday?
blue furry and hangs out with beautiful furry women. Question answered next Slopic.
Thank you, Mexican boy wife, for the 10. Okay, I think you're a bit of a Sonic simp, bro. Can you say happy birthday to my mate, Kyan? No.
have trouble predicting the complex world around
Happy birthday, Kyan. I hope you have an amazing 80th birthday.
them. As they get familiar with characters such as those in Sonic the Hedgehog, they are able to easily read their cartoony facial features, and find not just predictability, but relatability as well, in their character design alone. And through this, they may find solace. You may find some individuals
Dude, just rename the title of the video, the link between YouTubers and autism.
Wait, Pyro, you're not Sonic fan? What are you, Mario Glazer?
Mario
But
sucks.
based if a Crash Bandicoot or Spyro lover.
Thank you, Lico, for the 10. I love Spyro. Yeah, I played Spyro loads as a kid. That game was cracked. And it sucks when they bought the remastered trilogy out because it was kind of mid. Ooh, speaking of remasters, Dead Rising's out in like 2 days. Damn, I want to stream that.
choosing their favorite character
Spyro autism, dude. I remember, like, I get into arguments with Dolan because Dolan grew up like playing Crash Bandicoot, right? And he was like, it's so much better. And it's like, yeah, but Spyro, you can actually move in all directions. Crash Bandicoot is for stupid people. You move left and right or forwards and backwards.
over other ones, with their color being a major factor.
Reignited was good. It was okay. I think going back to it now, it didn't really age that well. And they should have had I feel like they should have had a filter where you can go back to the original graphics.
As to why. And this can even branch beyond ASD. Someone may be comfortable with more overstimulating
Hello,
neon
my
colors,
grandson.
like
I wanted to say hello to you sooner, but your grandma decided it was that time again, so she took off her dentures and started her double triple slurp vacuum 3000. Damn, it was over before it started.
You know my nan watches my streams, right? And you make a dono like that. My nan watches my streams. Oh, God.
Hey, Pyro, I turned 20 in 2 days. Is there anything I should know before becoming an old head?
Is there anything you should know before hitting 20? Why is there always a red screen when I'm doing these speeches? Like I'm in hell or something. What should you do? I'm trying to think. Do I give genuine response or a bit response? I think appreciate the years as much as you can, because once they're gone, you'll just be bitter, wondering where they went. There you go. Like, I'm 27 now, and I feel like incredibly comfortable where I am. But I remember, oh wait, no, I gave the wrong information. Hang on. Yeah, enjoy your 20s, because once they're gone, it's like it's over. So, thank you, Cargo, for joining. Unk. Yeah, I'm old. I'm rotten. Clip that for the Hope Core vid. Also, I keep seeing these TikToks that come up, right, about like how nothing is as bad as it seems, and that is also very true as well. I don't know, what the fuck do I give info to a 20-year-old? That's like nearly 10 years younger than me. Oh god, I'm old. That's disgusting. What info do I give? I don't know. Don't get AIDS. Don't use unused needles when you do heroin. Turn 20, make a Breaking Bad reference frequently. I mean, he's 19, he turns 20. I don't know. I think just appreciate every single day and treat it like it's your last, but you won't. You won't. And I think as well, like, don't listen to hindsight as much as your brain tells you to, because hindsight is a nasty little thing that always makes you think like you could have done better or something. Just appreciate that you're alive. Appreciate what you've got. And that's pretty much it. And things are never as bad as they seem.
red. So they may be more intrigued by characters like Knuckles
What? That was so much better. And now people are going to say I stole that from Reddit or something.
or Dr. Eggman,
Like, what was the first one? Just like, kill yourself? Like, that was awful advice.
while those more comfortable with more calm colors, like purple, may find the most consolation in SBO or Big. Sonic
Don't smoke weed. Anyone I know that regularly smokes weed, it just turns them into the most lazy people. Like, I know some people that smoke weed, like, occasionally, and, like, it's great for them and stuff. But, I'm talking about people that do that, like, every day. Like, the whole wake and bake thing. Like, actual just slugs. Thank you, Gareth, for joining.
Sonic's huge cast of characters, each with their own identifiable color and personality, can provide
Hope core clip ruined.
comfort and stimulation to people with ASD. This comfort has the possibility to easily lead someone with ASD into an introduction with the Sonic games. However, it can go beyond just the design of the characters. Sonic is known for the fact that each game has a quality soundtrack.
I genuinely think there is a link, though, between, like, any kind of cartoon character, right? Like, you know, you get all those communities on Tumblr and stuff that still fixate on, like, Homestuck and stuff like that. Like, all these little communities that they just, like, set their entire life to. I mean, dude, like, my old character before I got the TV head was literally Foxy the Pirate. And then it was literally just a red fox and then put the TV head on. Like, I set my character as Foxy, despite the fact that I never even played a FNAF game. Like, actual biggest fake fan imaginable.
Almost each game. Along with visual stimuli, people diagnosed with ASD can also be more
Any advice for an 87-year-old going into an elderly home? If you can go into room 5B and put a pillow over Colossal's face, that'd be great. Cheers, mate.
sensitive to auditory stimuli, in turn allowing them to become more easily mesmerized in musical score. This can make listening to music feel more soothing and satisfying. That is, if it isn't too loud. They are also sensitive to the volume. Sonic's high-quality soundtrack,
Dude, we should get a video right now on the link between autism and Blade. Surely.
as a
Oh
result,
my god, it makes so much sense though.
can easily draw in players with ASD. Iconic songs like City Escape, Sonic Heroes, and Live and Learn, as well as instrumental pieces like Emerald Coast, Kingdom Valley, and Studiopolis can play a significant part in enhancing the gameplay experience of someone with ASD. The memorable melodies, comforting rhythm, and non-verbal expression of these songs can help people with ASD escape from an overstimulating environment, in or outside of gameplay.
Hey Pyro, I saw you at Insomnia with my crippled friend a few years back. I was too starstruck to speak to you and was stuttering and offered you a sip of my gamer beer. Just want to say I've been watching you since the MLG days and love your content.
Oh, thank you, Anna, for the 10. Rest in peace, Insomnia. It will be missed. I like how we're talking about autism and there's Patrick Bateman on the screen.
Speaking of the gameplay, that too can add sensory
This video's trash. No, I like it. I think it's really refreshing and different as opposed to whatever drama cancer I usually end up watching.
appeal to the Sonic games. If you have a brainstem, you know that Sonic gameplay is often fast-paced and speedy. This super fast gameplay can be very rewarding to certain autistic individuals.
That scene is so cool, but I remember like that's the opening to that game and then nothing else in the game is like that again.
While some may find it too fast and too
What was that one that everyone hated, isn't it? This one's Sonic 2007. There was one that everyone hated. It was just garbage.
stimulating, others may find it perfect. Other individuals with ASD may be more stimulated mainly by the aesthetic or the visuals of the more stylistic games,
Oh, 2006. Okay. Yeah.
like Sonic Rush,
Yeah, wasn't he simping for like a human girl or something? And everyone was like, ew!
Colors, or
Ew, there's no furry characters, ew!
generations. The Sonic series of video games has a load of potential in terms of sensory appeal for autistic individuals. The colorful and cartoony design
Can
of
we
its
all agree
characters,
that Flat
its
is an
high
amazing
standard for
game?
music,
Not
and its
only does it make Pyro look like a pussy, it helped him realize who he is. A massive Sweden-loving furry, insert Darkwood cap moaning here.
You Shadow Ninja for the 10.
speedy but stylistic
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, I made the character like based off Foxy. It's like I didn't even play any of the FNAF games.
gameplay can all cater to people with ASD really
The woman simped for him. Okay, lore. You give me some lore. She gave Sonic a big kissy that brought him back to life.
easily. The majority of those diagnosed
Ew, humans. Ew, where's the furries?
with ASD will find a soothing and stable experience in not just the games, but other forms of Sonic-related media as well.
Dude, am I autistic? What's my Steam library? Anyways.
And likely get them hooked. Which brings me to my next topic. Special interests. When talking about autism, you may have heard the phrase special interests pop up here and there.
Why is this tail a hand? What? When was that a thing?
These refer to activities or objects that people develop a strong fondness for. For people with autism, these quote-unquote special interests can develop very easily. For a combination of
The kid in Breaking Bad ends up becoming a Sonic fan.
neurological reasons, individuals with autism
Wasn't that kid left an orphan as well? Yeah, like his entire family died.
can become
Average Sonic fan.
so hyperfixated on certain ideas or topics that it, at times, may become harder for them to explore anything else.
Was that Aaron Paul? No, it was Breaking Bad.
Whether it's a coping mechanism, a pathway for communication, or just something they're
Family Guy B-roll.
emotionally attached to, autistic people forming special interests is very common, and at times, it may be all they talk about. This is less of a reason as to why
Has Pyro made a Fear and Hunger video yet? How was your coma, by the way? You seem to have been in it since 2018. The Darkwood video isn't even out yet, you idiot. What do you mean? Has he made the Fear and Hunger video yet?
autistic people tend to be infatuated with Sonic, and
You're gonna use Family Guy B-roll in your next video. Please do it.
more of a reason as to why it's so highlighted. If an autistic person has a special interest in something, they tend to show it. Often. The significant amount of autistic individuals within the Sonic community mixed with a desire to share their interests with others in
Okay, so autistic people share their interests, right? And they keep doing it over and over. to the point that it annoys other people. So the average person that clicks on the link above and uses TTS to donate, they have autism. Oh my god, it all makes sense. It actually all makes sense, finally. I'm so happy I watched this video.
Side that
I actually understand now.
can lead to the trend becoming more noticeable. Sonic games have a lot to talk about in terms of history, story, and game design. When an autistic person has a special interest, they tend to pour hours into exposing themselves to it and learning more. This provides a lot of room for communication for autistic individuals within the Sonic community.
Only people with autism talk about things they like. Yeah, I think that's the problem. It's one of the hardest things to discern, right? Because it's like, you know, if you're too black and white with it, it's like, ooh, anyone that talks about a hobby, they're autistic. But I guess it's the point where it's like you're almost building your entire personality around it. Like it takes up like over 50% of your brain. But yeah, I'm still kind of confused because like when I got tested for it, they were basically only asking me social questions. And even I was thinking during the test, like, surely you're missing an aspect here. There's no way it's like just because I'm social means I don't have it. Like that's a little bit of cap, I think.
Something that typically may be a challenge for them outside of it. Which brings me to my third and final topic. Escape. It's no secret that video games can provide a source of escape for many players, transporting them to a whole new world that isn't affected by issues that they may be encountering in their real one.
I mean, that's an escape from suicide for the average PS5 owner. Like, they actually finally got a game after 6 years.
Sonic is no different. With the social disadvantage that ASD causes, it's possible for some who are diagnosed to feel unwanted or like an outcast. With its symptoms, it most of the time becomes a challenge
That was Minecraft Steve.
for those with ASD to make friends and engage with peers. As I said,
Yeah, the only Sonic game I played, like I said earlier, was Shadow the Hedgehog. And I think my favorite character was Vector the crocodile. They all look the same though. Like, what do they all have gloves on?
before, it's hard for them to read social cues.
I can tell if somebody is autistic by talking to them for only a few seconds. Leon, are you like the autistic horse whisperer or something?
Make eye contact, or know when to stop talking. Not only this, but the overstimulation of someone with ASD may influence their social experiences in a negative way. As a result, autistic people may turn to the aforementioned special interests in order to find comfort or escape. One of which may include video.
I think it's normal to break eye contact though when you're having a conversation. Like, when I look at someone when I'm talking to them, I can probably only hold eye contact for about 20 seconds or so, and then I need to almost like look away for a second. Because if not, I'm just like staring into their soul kind of thing. I almost like need to reset my eyes. I remember when I met iDubbbz and he like when I talked to him, he just wouldn't break eye contact with me. And it was like almost a little bit unsettling.
Video games.
I feel like it's different for everyone though, right? It's like some people just like to maintain eye contact the entire time. I like to stare into your soul. No, I think it's normal. It's like you look at someone for like 20 seconds or so, and then you kind of look away for a second. Well, no, I don't even look away because the eye contact is too intense. I look away because I get distracted. And then I just, look at someone again.
Always remember Chris Chan likes Sonic too much, they made a Sonic comics.
Thank you, Liko, for the 10. Yeah, Chris Chan is a different breed, man.
Time
I don't
to
even
sleep.
think...
Got work tomorrow. Thank you for the daily slop videos helping me not fall asleep at work. Heart.
Thank you, Amos, for the 10.
Video games provide a sense of control and predictability.
Thank you, Haz, for the 5.
When playing a video game, the player alone is in control of the action. And if
I feel like a psycho making eye contact. I mean, I think it's pretty normal, but I couldn't do it for like a minute or something. I think it's just like, it's like you look at someone, right? You maintain eye contact for like 20 seconds or something. But then if I was talking to someone, I would like look there for a second and then look back or something, right? I think if you've got like autism, you focus on different things. Like you'll look at someone's mouth or something instead of like their actual eyes.
If you're replaying a game, surprises are going to be less likely. When
I love staring down people in public. Okay, so you're German.
making a mistake in a video game, you're granted practically an
Stare into someone's eyes and say, I'm going to touch you with a straight face. You did that to me at Insomnia. I was very uncomfortable.
infinite amount of opportunities to try and try again, lowering the pressure of failing a lot, especially for those with ASD. The rules are clear and simple. If you mess up, it's not the end of the world. If there's something you don't understand, you'd usually read the instructions or watch.
How you know he has ADHD? He pauses the video. You're getting timed out. You're getting timed out. You're getting timed out. What do you want from me, bro? I look away from chat for 2 seconds, you cry. I read chat, you cry.
The tutorial again.
It's like bipolar fan base.
And this goes beyond Sonic the Hedgehog. Super Mario, Rocket League, Fortnite, Persona, whatever it is, video games
Remember the bit in the lighthouse when Willem Dafoe goes, Fortnite?
offer a virtual but controlled environment. As a result, those with ASD may find video games a place of safety, and, as I mentioned earlier, offers them a community
He's talking about autism and then it's just Eggman with Tito's tequila.
of like-minded individuals. Sonic isn't the only gaming franchise that works well for autistic people. Video games as a whole easily attract those with ASD because of their defined
Dude, don't show that. That's when Jesse Pinkman was like at his lowest point. He was literally inviting randoms over to his house because he was so depressed.
attract those with
Pyro,
ASD
that
because
bald little bastard was talking about me. He's just jealous I got extra inches in my height and he's stuck at your height.
Thank you, Cripple, for the friend. Wait. That Cripple friend, thank you for the 10.
of their
What?
defined rules, lack of pressure, and a sense of control and belonging.
Oh, were you with the one that offered the beer or something?
Social interaction is important, don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is that those with ASD who just feel overwhelmed with communication in their surroundings will likely take a break and immerse themselves in video games from time to time, and find a
I mean, what games do I have, though, apart from Overwatch? That's a good game. That game is dog shit, by the way. I saw VineSource play it. Like, that game is actual trash. I couldn't get into it. Played Crysis for a little bit. That game is absolute peak. That game is dog shit. Yeah, I don't even really play that many games, man. Like, can this come out already, please? Please. Please give me this game. Why don't I have this game? I see like 100 sub Andys getting the game early.
comforting escape. Video games like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Trouble Hunter, interesting. Yeah, I saw your video on it. Where you had your character. And then I think it was me and Ida afterwards as well. Dude, I thought he removed me from the game because I didn't do a review on it. Like, it took so fucking long for the character to appear. There's way too many furries, man. We need to like cull them or something. Like, there's too many cameos in that restaurant.
And that is my explanation of the link between Sonic and autism. Remember, Sonic is loved by millions around the world, not just those with ASD. Like I said, his notice
I felt like there was going to be a deeper link here because the majority of what he was saying was basically just bright colors. It's a video game, so that's escapism. The interface,
will appeal
the characters are appealing.
to those with ASD made me
Almost like because it's more simplified as well.
curious, and I
You
think
should watch
it really
Dantavius's new video about the scientist who supposedly made white people thanks Niegu.
The scientist who made white people. Okay, that was a schizo dono. I can tell that straight away.
really shows just how quality and versatile of a series Sonic is. When it wants to be. Honestly, this one was pretty hard to make, as the intricacies of autism
Why is YouTube gifted not working? Just put your card in chat for me. I'll do it for you. Go on.
I might be bald and a midget, but I got a free gamer beer from you, mate. Smile.
Thank you, Annan. Maybe Bald and the Midget. Oh yeah, they were doing gamer beer. That's right.
are
Yeah, put your long card in. Put the sort code in as well, and then the expiry date.
still very complex.
What's the Jakob thing? What's this bit everyone's on about?
Of the link between Sonic and those with ASD. Like I said, his noticeable appeal to those with ASD made me curious, and I think it really shows just how quality and versatile of a series Sonic is.
Is this Jakob?
When it
What? Look up Jakob. He doesn't know. Dude, everyone was saying that straight away. It's a Nigerian footballer. Oh my god, is this the Seth to Syntac bit? Is that real? Jacob is a figure in the mythology in the Nation of Islam. Black scientist who lived 6,600 years ago and began the creation of the white race through a form of selective breeding referred to as... What the fuck? Dude, this is like the funny reaction image I see in Set to Syntax videos. What is this lore? Is this a bit? Has this been hijacked or something and people just like... What are the 12 sons of Jacob? What is this, bro? What is this? This is a bit, right? Let's put on dark mode for the Jacob. Nation of Islam. The white race. Disputes within the NOI. The story was originated in the writings of NOI's founder, but it was rejected by some of its later leaders. So this is basically a game theory that white people were like made through experiments. It was developed by his successor Elijah Muhammad in several writings, most fully in a chapter entitled The Making of Devil, Message of the Black Man in America. I'm so confused. I'll come back to that later. What is that, bro?
Wants to be. Honestly, this one was pretty hard to make, as the intricacies of autism are
Thank you, Fracture, for the 10. He made you. Hopefully.
still very
Hey
complex.
Pyro, I have been a fan forever now, love your vids. I was wondering if you would ever come to California here in the States. It would be awesome to meet you in person.
Thank you, NCR Glazer, for the 10. I need to do more American meet and greets. I haven't been there in a few years.
I found it challenging to put it all into words that make the video more than 7 minutes, but here we are. I did it. Hooray. I've also read that a certain individual you might know helped recognize the large number of Autistic Sonic fans. I didn't want to get into that because I just want him gone from the Sonic history book. Look, if you know, you know. That's all I'll say. If you enjoyed what
What's he mentioning there? What is that? What's he alluding to?
you saw, feel free to like or subscribe.
Oh, Chris Chan. Oh.
If you didn't, comment and tell me what you changed. Either way, it'd
Dude, I thought he was talking about Jacob. You guys have like psyoped me.
be fantastic and would help me out greatly. Thank you for watching.
That was a cool video. I like that. I like that. I don't live, I exist. Alright, mate, you got banned off League for 5 days. Can't wait.